Queen Elizabeth II decided to go against previous royal advice, and named her only daughter Princess Anne after giving birth on August 15, 1950. Her own mother, the former Queen Elizabeth, had been denied this request when she wrote to her in-laws, King George VI and Queen Mary of Teck, to state that she wished to name her second daughter Ann Margaret. The king took a dislike to the name, and the newborn was instead named Princess Margaret Rose Windsor. Royal commentator Roberta Fiorito told the podcast Royally Obsessed, her mum originally wanted to name her second daughter Ann Margaret, as she explained to her mum, Queen Mary, in a letter. She said, "I am very anxious to call her Ann Margaret, as I think Anne of York sounds pretty, and Elizabeth and Anne go so well together." But King George V disliked the name Anne but approved of the alternative Margaret Rose. Princess Margaret was born on August 21, 1930, at Glamis Castle, making her the first member of the royal family to be born in Scotland since Charles I in 1600. Her mother, the Duchess of York, had gone into labor whilst staying at her childhood home, where the Bowes-Lyon family resided. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, to set new christening precedent royal family could follow due to the Scottish connection. King George VI and Queen Mary of Teck pushed for the Duke and Duchess of York to name their daughter Margaret, in honour of Margaret of Scotland. As per royal protocol, it is customary for the royal family to check the names of newborn royal additions with the monarch, in order to gain consent. By today, it is merely a formality, whereas in 1930, heavy emphasis was placed on the advice and consent of the king. Whilst the name Anne was incredibly popular amongst the British public during the 20th century, it had fallen out of favour with the royal family. None of Queen Victoria's 5 daughters had been given the name Anne, and King Edward VII also decided against the name with his 3 daughters. However, in 1950, the then Princess Elizabeth and Prince Philip decided to name their only daughter Anne. Whereas Queen Mary of Teck had previously objected to the name, she showed no signs of disapproval for the naming of her great-granddaughter. At the time of her birth, Princess Anne was third in line to the throne, and spent her childhood at Buckingham Palace, where her mother became queen in 1952. Whereas her brother, Prince Charles, was permitted to attend their mother's coronation service in 1953, Princess Anne was deemed too young and remained in the care of her governess. Related articles: Princess Anne's close childhood bond with Prince Charles revealed Queen's royal schedule. 4 senior royals picked to aid Queen since the age of 18. The Princess Royal has dedicated her life to public service and has previously been referred to as the royal family's trustiest anchor. Over the last 5 decades, she has participated in over 20,000 engagements, and during the pandemic she attended 148 official engagements. Princess Anne also broke royal tradition when naming her own children, by refusing to give them titles and choosing the more modern name of Zara for her daughter. The name, which had not previously been used by the royal family, was suggested by the Prince of Wales. Related articles: Princess Margaret's life likened to "Growing Up in Zoo", by confidante Sophie fills terrible gap in Queen's life left by death of Margaret William, considering relocating family to Windsor to be closer to Queen.